Shalom, Israel, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Mashak, one Malak Yahushai. That is to say, Yahweh, being named the Heavenly Father, who the world will call God, and Yahushai, being named his only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. This is Brother Casadia from WFI Jersey, Philly. And the title of the video, I don't know exactly what I'm titled with through the Spirit, but nevertheless, you know, you clicked on this video. The Most High has given you, and we forgot about this, but the Most High has given us power to roll over these spirits, to cast out these different demons, these different things that we're plagued with. The Most High has given us the ability to call upon His holy name and cut down any doctrine, any philosophy. And the Lord has given us power to tread over our enemies, man, against these demons that try to prevail against us. And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yashai, and we can prevail against them. And you can't forget that. When you're feeling like I'm just a regular brother or a regular sister in this truth, you're not that. Every brother and sister and every child that's in His truth, they're called to be in His truth. They're servants of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, the true power. And the true power in this earth has given you power to roll over the different spirits that try to come against you. The Lord has given you dominion over that. You have to remember that and call that to mind and call that to remembrance, that you're not a nigga, right? We're literally, even our name, Yasha Allah, Yah is He, Yashar is Prince, and Allah is power. So we're the princes with the Most High. We're princes with the Most High power, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai. So you're not just a random so-and-so. Right? We're the men of the Most High God. We're the servants of the Lord. And through the Lord, He has given us power, like I said, to rule over these spirits. Let's kick this off with the book of St. Luke, the 9th chapter. Right? Because a lot of brothers in this truth, you may be feeling overwhelmed by these spirits. They may be beating your ass. And you may even forget to call on the name of the Lord. You dealing with something, you're like, I can kind of deal with it on my own. No, you can't deal with it on your own. You have to call on the Lord. That's what the Lord specifically commanded us to call upon His holy name. Right? And I'll give you a few tips and pointers, most High willing. But this is the book of St. Luke, chapter 9 and verse 1. Then He called his 12 disciples together and gave them power and authority over all devils and to cure diseases. So the Lord gave us power and authority over all devils. Meaning what? All different demons that may try to prevail against you. That smoking weed demon, it may try to come back on you. It's calling you in the middle of the night. You scratching the back of your neck. You look on your damn, maybe you on Facebook, you still got friends in the world. They talking about, I got, such and such for whatever amount. And you then scratching your neck. And you lusting, you rubbing your hands, and you itching to hit the brother up. Brother, don't do it, brother. You have an ability to roll over that demon. That demon is programming you and trying to make you go off and serve Satan. And guess what? In that second, you need to drop to your knees and pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We have power through the name of Yahushai. Let's go to that in the book of St. Luke, the 10th chapter. Chapter 10. And I'm going to start at verse 17. St. Luke 10 and 17. And the 70 returned again with joy, saying, Lord, even the devils are subject unto us through thy name. So we have even those spirits, those demons, they're subject to us through the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right? When you say Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, it's cutting them spirits up, man. When you call upon the name of the Lord and you believe it, you can overcome anything, man. There's nothing that's impossible with the Most High God. I'm going to come back to St. Luke, the 10th chapter. But let's go to St. Luke chapter 18 real quick. St. Luke chapter 18 and verse 27. I started at 26. And they that heard it said, who then can be saved? And He said, Salakia, read on. And He said that things which are impossible with men are possible with Yahweh. So they may be impossible with man, in a carnal state of man, in the mind that's void of the Most High God. But with the Most High, anything's possible, man. All things are possible. We could do all things through Yahawashi Mashiach, which strengthened me. That's Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. You understand? So we can do all things through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. There's nothing that's impossible with the Most High. So when you're dealing with something and you call upon the name of the Lord, them demons will flee from you. The Lord said, resist the devil and Satan will flee. Paraphrasing. So let's go back to St. Luke chapter 10 and verse 17. And the 70 returned again with joy, St. Luke 10:17. And the 70 returned again with joy, saying, Lord, even the devils are subject unto us through thy name. Because the name of Yahawashi, it holds weight. It tell you in the prologue of Sirach that the things that's mentioned in Hebrew, they're of more strength than the things that's mentioned in other tongues or other languages. So when you call upon the true name of Yahawashi, not Jesus, call the name of Jesus, that's not going to do nothing for you. Right? Or you saying Yahushua. And you got to get the name, you got to get the, I'll say this real quick. You got to know what the Hebrew is. You can't just use, you can't use the U, the E, the O, the J and think that, you know, okay, I'm just saying in a different, what is it? A different, and what the hell is it? Pronunciation. There we go. It's just a different pronunciation, Ak. It's just the same thing. No, it's not the same thing. There's a reason why it's spelled the way it's spelled. There's everything with the Lord, the record you have to believe that the Most High has left to us, the record of his name, of his son's name, and everything we find written in the scriptures from Genesis, the 1st chapter to Revelation 22nd chapter, it all matters. It's all important. You can't just kind of do your own thing and think you just still gonna get a pass. Now, it's of the Most High if he wants to have mercy, but at the end of the day, he gave us his name for a reason. And he told us what his name is for a reason. If else, we could just say God. We say, God, you know, hope you're hearing me. And just go on with your prayer. Or you can call the name, you can call Yahawashi anything, but that's not what it is. There's, you know, the Most High's name, Yahweh, and the name of his son is Yahawashi, Yahawashi. Not Yahushua, not Yeshua, not Jesus, not damn anything else you want to think in your mind. Get the names of the Most High and the name of his son correct. Then you call upon him. Continuing on. It says, and he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Meaning what? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that we can cast down even Satan from on high. Meaning him being lifted up in the society. And we can cast that down. That's going to be cast down in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It's not saying that the spiritual demon Satan, he fell down from the heavens. And now he's down here. Now he's bound down here. Like the world would tell you. That's not what it's talking about. Satan, he goes to and fro on the earth. He works for Yahweh on the left-hand side. Continuing on. It says, behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy. And nothing shall by any means hurt you. The Lord said, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. How did we forget that? How did you forget that? And I'm talking to you. You know who I'm talking to. You forgot that through the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that when you have an evil thought come upon your head or come in your mind, you seeing lewd things and your mind your eyes are starting to go astray and your mind is starting to go astray from the Most High. When you having that thought in the back of your brain to do God knows what, and you're supposed to be praying to the name of the Most High. You're supposed to be calling on Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and through his name, you got what? You got power, and nothing shall hurt you. And when we being led up in Jacob's trouble, and them guillotines, and they chopping brothers' heads off, and you call on the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and you might just get delivered out of there. But at the end of the day, hey, you're supposed to endure. It's like you're supposed to strive for the truth unto death, and Yahweh shall fight for you. That's Sirach chapter 4, verse 28. So if you got to go through it, you got to go through it. By the end of the day, you call upon the Lord first and foremost. Continuing on, verse 20. Notwithstanding, in this rejoice not that the spirits are subject unto you, Like some brothers, they get off on that. Oh, you know, you see what I did earlier? I can't make that person bow down to me. I mean, yeah, all praise to the Most High, but at the end of the day, that spirit bow down to you more so, and what you should be rejoicing in more so, is that the Lord has found you worthy to allow for those different for you to be able to bind up these different spirits and demons. That's what we have the ability to do. That's what it's all about. It's not that we just have this great power and, oh, look at the power I have. No, it's about the fact that the Lord has given you, or allowing you to do these different acts and different works right in the earth, that you can, through your belief in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and you can move mountains. Through your belief in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and you can cast out these different demons and these principalities that's working against you behind closed doors, in the spirit world, in a realm that you cannot see. You understand? So reading on, notwithstanding in this rejoice not, that the spirits are subject unto you, but rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven. So Most High willing, your name will be written in heaven. All right, let's go to the book of St. Mark, the 16th chapter. St. Mark chapter 16 and verse 17. So again, and I may title the video that you forgot about this thing. You forgot about this. You forgot that you have power through the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. This is the book of St. Luke. It's like it's St. Mark 16, and I'll go to 17. Right? St. Mark 16 and verse 17. I'll start at 16. He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved. So you have to believe in the Most High and His Son Yahushai and be baptized, meaning to change your mind and change your ways in His name, to be saved and delivered out of this land and out of this flesh. But he that believeth not shall be damned. And these signs shall follow them that believe. In my name shall they cast out devils. They shall speak with new tongues. So in the name of Yahushai will cast out spirits. In the name of Yahushai will cast out spirits. And the apostles, Salakia, the apostles, when you read the book of Acts, they've brought forth these different works. They've casted out spirits. When you read the book of Acts, the 5th chapter, they've casted out spirits in the book of Acts, the 8th chapter, the book of Acts, the 12th chapter, the book of Acts, the 16th chapter. They've casted out different demons. Hey, when you fast and you throw up prayers, you're casting out demons. That's what you're doing. That's what you should be fasting for. Now, you can fast for someone else that's maybe sick and you're casting out those spirits over that person. You can fast for wisdom. And if you're fasting for wisdom and praying that the Lord gives you wisdom, you're casting out demons. That's folly. Demons of the things of this world and corrupt thoughts. So remember, in the name of Yahushai, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, you can cast out demons. Reading on verse 18. Salakia. It says, they shall take up serpents, and if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover. So the Lord, again, the Most High, He's given us this ability, this authority. This is how you know if you believe in the Lord. You show your faith by your works. If you're just letting these demons just overwhelm you and overtake you, and you don't think to call on the Lord, hey, you don't believe in the Lord, man. You really don't believe in the Lord. What did David say? Let's go to Psalm, the 20th chapter. This is the book of Psalm, chapter 20, and verse number 1. It says, Yahweh will hear thee in a day of trouble. The name of the God of Jacob defend thee. So the Lord said He hears you. David said, look, the Most High, He hears you. And in His holy name, He'll defend you. You understand? It says, verse 20, send thee help from the sanctuary and strengthen thee out of Zion. So that's what the Most High does for His chosen, for His children. if you believe in the Most High, then you're going to call on his name because the Lord told you to call on his name. What did he tell Jeremiah? Let's go to Jeremiah 33:3. There's countless verses on this. Right, you got Psalm 18 and verse 3, Psalm 20 and 1, Psalm 50 and 15, Psalm 56 verse 11, Proverbs the 18th chapter and the 10th verse, showing you that the Most High's name is as a strong tower. Right, you have countless verses on this. You got Jeremiah chapter 33 and verse 3 we're about to get. You got the book of Acts chapter 4 verse 12. You got the book of Song of the Three Children verse 20 on down, on how they called on Yahweh Shai when they was literally being held in fire, surrounded and being thrown in the midst of fire. And the Lord sent his angel to cover them. You got the book of Song of the it's like a history of Susanna, verse 41 to 44, when she called on Yahweh by Shem Shai. And guess what? She was delivered. The Lord sent Daniel to judge that matter accordingly. So this is the book of Jeremiah 33 and verse 3. It says, I saw that too. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, the maker thereof, Yahweh that formeth it, to establish it, Yahweh is his name. Call unto me, and I will answer thee, and show thee great and mighty things which thou knowest not. Because you might have thought that you couldn't get rid of that pouring demon. Every time, like clockwork, you know, same time of the day, you on that site. You on them sites. And you looking and you lusting and you doing other things. And then you working on yourself. And now Satan working on you. Stop letting Satan work on you, man. You're stronger than that, brother. Sister, stop going to work on yourself. You're stronger than that. You have power through the name of Yahweh Shem Shai. You got to believe that. You got to cast these spirits out. You got to bind them up. And then get rid of them out of your temple. Hey, remember, this is the temple of the Most High God. You can't just let them demons just go in the temple of the Lord, man. What would happen in the ancient world? Hey, didn't Nehemiah put hands on the men of Israel? Right? When they was trying to deal with the different heathen? Those unclean women? Why would the Lord allow for them unclean spirits just to be in his temple? You should be binding them up and casting them out in the name of Yahweh Shem Shai. That black and mild, brother, don't throw that away. You got a little bit of weed, flush that down the toilet. Cast that out in the name of Yahweh Shem Shai. That pouring demon, get rid of it. That pride and you want to be the top guy in Israel, brother, get rid of it, brother. It's supposed to be a servant of all. I tell you that in the book of St. Mark, the 10th chapter, the 42nd verse on down to verse 44. Sister, you always want to have the last word over your husband. Drop that and cast that spirit out, man. And repent and confess your faults and get rid of them. So let's go back to the book. Where's we at? Let's get another account. Let's go to Acts, the 8th chapter. So this is something that you gotta, and I said I'll give a tip as well. I'll get a tip real quick. When you're dealing with these different things, let's say, and this is let me show you real quick. This is, now I'm reading out of my reading out of this sword right here, but nevertheless, you got to keep this on you too. Now, if you don't have one of these, all praise to the Most High. Lord willing, you do get one and buy one, so it's for quick access. We call it a pocket rocket, or even a deuce. Jake and the Raw, that keep the little deuce in their boot, pull it out real quick. Hey, we not dealing with carnal weapons. It is a spiritual weapon, and this is used to chop down and slaughter all the different demons that come against you. Now, with this sword right here, let me go show you something real quick. This the book of St. Luke, chapter 4 and verse 1. Right? It's the power of having one of these. Now, again, like I said, if you don't have one and you just have a regular Bible, it is what it is. But nevertheless, you want to keep it on you. And here's the reason why. This is the book of St. Luke, chapter 4, verse 1. And Yahweh Shai being full of the Holy Spirit. Right? So the Lord had this, he's moving in the spirit. Right? Of Yahweh, of Yahweh. Right? Continuing on. It says, in Yahushua, being full of the Holy Spirit, returned from Jordan and was led by the Spirit into the wilderness, being 40 days tempted of the devil, right? Because he was fasting. Yahushua was fasting, and for all of those 40 days, he was being tempted of Satan. When you do fast, know this too. Write this down. When you do fast, those spirits that you're fasting against, they're going to try to come against you more. And why do you think that is? If you're trying to kick somebody out your house, I mean, you saw the show Martin. Every time Martin tried to kick them out of his house, they didn't really want to go. Cole tried to sit on the damn couch and eat a bag of potato chips. Pam, she always had something else to say, and hey, that's symbolic of them spirits. Martin trying to cast up them spirits out of his household, but them spirits, they didn't want to go. They were trying to linger around. And you got to think about that too. When you're trying to fast these spirits out of your body and cast them out, hey, them spirits, they don't want to go. So guess what? You want to cut them up with the word. That's why you want to be in the word. You don't just fast all day and night and you're just sitting there. No, when you fast, you pray while you fast. The Lord said praying is good with fasting. Now, you also want to Slakia. I lost my train of thought. Oh, you also want to read the word and be in the word and involved in the Holy Scriptures when you do fast or when you do want to call out these spirits. And that's really the point I'm gonna get. When these spirits are coming up against you, you might have an evil, foolish thought in your mind, and you want to open up the Bible. And the reason why you want to have something as small as this Bible is quick access. If you can read the words, all praise to the Most High. If you can't, you may need a bigger Bible. And if you don't have access to one of these, you can find it on Amazon. It's nothing special. It's nothing special as far as the price. It's like $10, I believe. But nevertheless, this is a very important tool you want to have in your arsenal. This is what you want to have. You want to have this small Bible so you can kind of get into it quickly and cut out these spirits, and it fits in your pocket. If you want to walk around with your phone all day, you always got your phone on you. That's cool, but you got to unlock the phone. You got to go to the app, and you just pull out your pocket. Reach in your pocket, you pull out the Bible. There you have it. So this is St. Luke 4:1, 4:2. Being 40 days tempted of the devil, and in those days he did eat nothing. And when they were ended, he afterward hungered. And the devil said unto him, if thou be the Son of God, command this stone that it may be made bread. And Yahushua answered him, saying, it is written that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word of Yahweh. So guess what? The Lord started pulling precepts on the spiritual demon Satan. Reading on. And the devil taketh him up into a high mountain, showeth unto him all the kingdoms of the world in a moment of time. And the devil said unto him, so Satan came back again, all this power will I give thee, and the glory of them, for that is delivered unto me, and to whomsoever I will give it. If thou therefore will worship me, all shall be thine. And you don't want that. You want the power from the Most High. You want whatever the Lord will give you. The blessings and the judgment. All praise to the Most High. That's Job 2:10. Right? The Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. Blessed be the name of Yahweh. So at the end of the day, whatever the Lord gives you, all praise to the Most High. But you see that the spiritual demon Satan is trying to tempt Yahushua and cause him to bow down and reverence him. Right? So let's continue on. Verse 8. And Yahushua answered and said unto him, get thee behind me, Satan, for it is written. So again, he pulled another precept. For it is written, thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve. Now he's going to come after him a third time. And he brought him to Jerusalem and set him on a pinnacle of the temple and said unto him, if thou be the Son of God, cast thyself down from hence. For it is written, and Satan, guess what? Satan tried to pull a precept on the Lord. You can't forget Satan. Satan is the hardest worker on the left-hand side. He knows the scriptures too. You may have a thought and you know better, but then a thought come in your mind and it's like, well, you could do this. As the serpent came to Eve, hey brother, you want to run to them precepts. You may have something that's trying to get you and cause you to sift you out. But you want to run to them precepts. If you have 3 precepts or more saying a certain thing, and you got this one precept saying something that you really don't understand, and it's a whole new doctrine now you thinking about. Well, brother, you want to run to those precepts that's cutting that up. There's 3 different precepts that's cutting up that one precept that you just don't have the understanding on. That could be a demon in its own right. And you want to call upon Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you want to pray about it, and then you want to run to the precepts, and then you want to get rid of that demon. Reading on. It says, for it is written, he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee, and in their hand they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou dash thy foot against a stone. And Yahushai answering said unto him, it is said, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. And when the devil had ended all the temptation, he departed from him for a season. So 3 times Yahushai had to pull precepts to get rid of Satan. He did not do it on his own will. It was the word of the Most High God. He magnified the name of the Lord through the word. And that's what you do. To cast out these spirits, you use the word of the Lord. And that's the only reason I'm telling you to get one of these small Bibles, because it's quicker access. It's quick, it's efficient. You'll always keep it on you. When you're at work, you're doing whatever you got to do. It fits in your sweatpants, like I have on right now. It fits in your cargo pants. It fits in your jeans, so on and so forth. As men, sisters, you can put it in your little, I know they be having them small, I don't recommend brothers have one of these. This world we living in right now. But the sisters, you know, they got them small, them smaller purses, them little cross-body purses, them little cross-body bags that Jake like to say. Brothers don't be having them damn purses. That's for women. Now, let's go back to Acts. This is the book of Acts, chapter 8 and verse 5. Then Philip went down to the city of Samaria and preached Hamashiach unto them. And the people with one accord gave heed unto those things which Philip spake. And Philip was speaking of them of Yahushai. He was calling on the name of Yahushai and teaching the people about Yahushai. Now what happened? It says, gave heed unto those things which Philip spake, hearing and seeing the miracles which he did. For unclean spirits, crying with loud voice, came out of many that were possessed with them, and many taken with palsies, meaning they were paralyzed, and that were lame were healed. And there were great joy in that city. So, hey, Philip cast out those different spirits through the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And it healed those men and women and all those of the city of Samaria. And you can do the same thing. You can literally heal yourself by continuing to be fervent in prayer. Someone praying over you. That's the book of James, the 5th chapter, I believe, the 16th verse. Sirach, the 38th chapter, and the 9th verse. Right? Sirach 38, verse 9. Hey, prayer can cast out those different sicknesses and ailments that you're dealing with. Because those demons, like palsy and a dumb spirit, they're different spirits. They're demons that hopped on your temple because maybe you've sinned or in that life or in times past, or even it's judgment from what your fathers, foremothers, and forefathers have done. Salakia. So nevertheless, you want to use the name of the Lord to cast out those different spirits. Right? And it's the book of Acts, chapter 16 and verse 16. Here's another account. And it came to pass, as we went to prayer, a certain damsel possessed with a spirit of divination met us, which brought her masters much gain by soothsaying. Right? She was a witch. She was used to, like similar to that, you have tarot card reading. You have people that go to what the hell is it called? You know, she do, another word for oracle, but they're so-called oracles, or they do tarot card reading, or they're, there's another word they use, but just witches. You go get your palm read. That's divination. You have to pay those people. You go in their building. Is them lights they don't stay on for free. And everything they're doing it for money. They're doing it in the name of Satan. So they're calling on Satan. Now you go in there, you sit down, whatever, and they tell you whatever. They throw on cards and, oh yeah, this says this, and now they're throwing their eyes in the back of their head, and now they're saying they see this and they see this in the near future. And then They say, oh, I'm kind of losing it. And then they kind of stretch out their hand and you got to pay them more money. That's why it says, brought her masters much gain by soothsaying. So she was using divination on the left-hand side, calling on the spiritual demon Satan, but she was used as a prop to set up to bring money to her masters, the people that ruled over her, people that were using her. Continuing on, it says the same followed Paul and us, and cried, saying, these men are the servants of the Most High Yahweh, which showeth unto us the way of salvation. But she knew who Paul and the men that Paul rode with, like Luke, who they were, because Luke wrote the book of Acts. And Paul, at the time, if I'm not mistaken, he was rolling with Silas. So they were thrown into prison shortly afterwards. But nevertheless, she knew that they were men of the Most High God. Like these demons, they know who you are. When you read Acts the 19th chapter and the 13th verse, they know who you are. They know what type of spirit the Lord has given you. And they want to cause you to be sifted out. Then what you want to do is you want to call the name of Yahweh Shemashai and cast out those spirits and sift them out. Verse 18. And this did she many days. And it be sometimes when you go to camp, be that same spirit you was dealing with a week ago is back again. And the week following. And the week following. And that's the same thing that happened to Paul. And this did she many days. But Paul, being grieved, turned and said to the spirit, I command thee in the name of Yahweh Shai Mashiach to come out of her. And he came out the same hour. And that demon came out of that woman. So guess what? This is what you want to do. You want to call the name of Yahweh Shemashai. You cannot forget this any longer. You driving, evil thought come in your mind. You get a second, you pull over real quick, and you read the verse. You call a precept out, you read it out loud, and you cut it up. And that's what we do. And that's what we will continue to do. So with that, Lord willing, this is edifying. Most High willing, you take heed and you really listen to this counsel. Kwame Yasharala, Lord willing, you stay in the spirit. Shalom. Continue to keep watching these last days.